acquired farm. It belongs to Hunterdon County, believe it or not, and it's over here about Clinton Township. Now, it looks more to me like an Irish farm or a Scottish farm, maybe even an English farm over an American farm because of the rolling hills. Now, I don't know if you can see too well, but this is all the fields you can see is what I've got, and then if you go around the corner over there, that's where Timothy's at. He's actually putting more grass seed in. Now, you come around here, it's beautiful here. I never realized this, but this is actually a county park. I never realized how nice it was here. There's a church right there. The ugliest part of it is right there. That's a Walmart. Actually, that's a ShopRite food store, and then Walmart is next to it, and down a little bit farther. But this was a farm that was rented by a guy by the name of Ed Jablonski. He's dead now, and he rented it for so long that everybody thought that he owned it, but he never did own it. And of course, right here in the back behind me is the 8120 with that 1100 gallon 90-foot boom sprayer, and it actually looks small. I wish I had a place to set this camera that I wouldn't lose it out here. I would just videotape what I'm doing down here, but of course I can't do that. I mean, there's a lot of ground here. There's actually a little over 100 acres, and out of 100 acres, I'm only allowed to do 80 of it, but I do have to mow a section late, so I can mow it and bale it late. I should be okay with that. But anyway, yeah, this is just what I've been up to. That's why you're not seeing too many videos, because I've been busy in a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, and we all know how that works out for people. But yeah, I've been so busy trying to get seed in the ground. Timothy is passing 500 acres of grass or newly planted hay right now. He was at 490, and he's going to do a 20-acre field now and another 11-acre field in a little bit, and then we got to move up to the big 150-some-odd acre property that's up farther north from here. So by the time this is done, I'll have 680 acres of hay planted, I believe. Not quite 700 acres of newly planted hay. Of course, it's quite a drain on the finances because of the seed itself is topping out over $30,000 just for seed, and of course the fertilizer that's got to go on that extra 600 acres is, you know, probably again that much too. So if anybody thinks the farm is cheap, they're wrong. It's not. Farming ain't cheap. But this is just a beautiful farm. It really is. That is not the farmhouse either. There's actually a road there, and then on the other side there's another farm that looks just like this one. Just goes down the back side of this. The other side of there's another gorge over there. Yeah, just beautiful ground. Just beautiful ground. I'm glad to have it. It cost me some money. You know, I had to rent it, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I think I'm going to make enough money off of this farm here to pay the rent for all that I acquired this year. So if you like the video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Oh yeah, rate. I'll make a quick video here of the grass that I've been planting and what exactly it is and what its purpose is. What this is K31 as the main ingredient, Kentucky 31. Secondary ingredient would be orchard grass. And the third one is reed canary grass. This is supposed to produce me a shit ton of hay for the mulch industry. I had to actually not sign a waiver, but I had to promise that I wasn't going to make this for animals because of the K31. Now, if you didn't know about K31, it's tall fescue, and it is one of the most widely used tall fescues in the world for animal production. But it has a problem called endophyte. Now, endophyte is a naturally occurring mold or fungus that grows within the plant, and it does some pretty bad things to the animal you're feeding it to. It reduces weight gain, reduces milk production, it increases the thickness of the placenta in developing fetuses and all animals that consume it, and it also... What are you guys doing? Little psychos. It also inhibits the release of the placenta from the uterine wall. It causes it to stick fast, retaining placentas, and the thickening of the placenta actually it will kill the calf or foal or whatever animal is giving birth to this baby. So you really don't want to use K31 if you're in any kind of production for animals. You can use it, but you have to spray it with a fungicide to get rid of the endophyte, and you know, a lot of people don't know this, nor do they care, and consumers and growers just don't. You know, K31 is one very aggressive grower in drought and wet feed. So with enough of my bullshit talking here, I'm just going to actually show you what it looks like right now. Maybe you will see it, maybe you won't see it, but maybe I can get a better angle on it. You can see, you can row it now. It's a couple inches tall, growing here. See it? And we could actually use a little bit of rain. Now, this is where it got ran over with the sprayer or fertilizer spreader, and it is still growing. It's coming up through it, so it can take some compaction too. I just wanted to say a little bit more about my planting depth. It says from 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and you're not supposed to exceed 1/2 inch just because it's harder for that plant to come up through the ground. We have heavy clay soil, which is perfect for K31 and the other two types of grasses. This is what I would really like to see it coming up like this right here. It's pretty thick in there. Seeding rates are about 30 pounds, anywhere from 25 to 30 pounds to the acre in a row like this. I planted it too deep, this first batch, and it's been cold and it's been nasty, but I actually screwed up and I planted it too deep. But I didn't think it was as deep as it was until we had already planted 200 acres. And yes, I did look, but if we hadn't had 3 inches of rain, the depth would have been just fine. But we had 3 inches of rain on top of this stuff, so that caused it to be really kind of more difficult. It caused it to come through the ground a little slower, and there's actually grass that is not coming through the ground just yet. It's kind of stuck down there, or it's having a hard time coming through because of the cool conditions that we're having. But what's coming through is perfect. So I've shallowed up the drill now so that it is 1/2 inch, but now that I need rain on all of it, we have over 500 acres of newly seeded grass in the ground today. Timothy's got 150 more acres to go, and then we should be finished with new seeding hay. There is some interseeding that I'm going to need to do, which is no big deal. It's just a matter of, you know, getting it done. But I'm trying to get all the fertilizer done, and of course now I'm out of fertilizer, and these kids are doing crazy shit back behind me. I'm going to have to smack them in the head, whack, as hard as I can. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope I taught you something about this grass. Oh, this grass has the potential to produce 17 tons of hay to the acre with like a shit ton of fertilizer. My goal is 3 to 4 tons to the acre, which would be perfect for me. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And check out OneLonelyFarmer.com for cool stuff.